Hey guys, Dave Desai, welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about BTS, and apparently there's a lot of people being quite mad over the fact that BTS has changed and the new direction that their album is taking or appears to be taking. Today I'm going to be briefly going over those tweets and comments and then giving my particular comment on the situation and what I think is going on. So we're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's sip some tea. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified when a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hates comments, don't forget the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. BTS has been around for 7 years, all right? That is a very long time in the music industry to be able to sustain a very sustainable career and a very awesome career. They're considered veterans in the group. They're no longer rookies. And of course, they know how the industry works and what they need to do to succeed in the industry. In that time, they've also created a lot of music. Their music in the beginning was very much pop, like K-pop, pop, popular type of pop music. A lot of jump cuts, a lot of flashy colors, a lot of heavy makeup, all that sort of thing. And most importantly, the concept was kind of fed to you. This meaning that the story was given to you in the way where you didn't have to think about what was going on. You didn't have to take every little detail, put it together, and then come up with theories. It was pretty much fed to you in the way where you knew exactly what was happening in the story. Cut to nowadays, which I think is actually really cool that you have to focus on the little details, but we'll get into that. The having everything fed to you is very good to certain people. Certain people really like this. Some people don't want to think too much about their music. It's totally understandable. They want something to just listen to actively as they go about their day, or something to watch that is very pretty and aesthetically pleasing and all that stuff. In fact, it is the most popular for a reason. People tend to want this. It's very easily understandable and it grabs people's attentions very, very quickly. This is what makes something commercially successful. If they're able to play a little bit of a song and it catches people's attention, or just play a little bit of a music video and people then jump on it to then look it up, then that's what makes it sell, and that's what BTS knew would happen when they started doing that stuff. However, in 2020, they no longer have to do that or feel the need to do that. BTS knows that their face alone will catch attention, so as long as their face is in a video, people will look it up and people will be like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. So now they feel like they can actually put out something a little bit more meaningful and something that has a deeper meaning that people can look into, because people are going to watch it and then enjoy it anyway. My mindset is if they're going to put out something that's going to get a lot of attention, why not put out something they feel is more meaningful, represents them in a better way, and tells a better story. As the new album's coming out and as Black Swan has dropped and people have been checking it out, there have been a lot of people saying that BTS has changed. A lot of people are super upset about this and say that they can't imagine buying the new album because they want something a little bit more hard-hitting and they want Big Hit to release something a little bit more dance-worthy. But you also don't know what singles are coming up, so just keep that in mind. However, I can understand why people are upset when you label a certain artist as something. If you label BTS as, for example, EDM music, then if BTS stops doing EDM music, of course I can get why you're upset. But BTS was never a particular label. I think they were more on the pop side. They're still creating pop music. However, in this industry, you do have to adapt and change with your followers, and a lot of the followers have been around for 7 years and have grown. So to have a more grown and mature sound as Black Swan is, it's very much expected of them. As the EDM and those type of music start to fade and people's interest in that start to fade, people more start getting into contemporary, and that is why artists need to change and adapt. And obviously with that change and adaptation, they have a choreography that is more contemporary and less hardcore. If you take their works like Fire and Dope, Black Swan is obviously completely different. A lot more hip thrusting. Hot hip thrusting, might I add. Less hip thrusting in Black Swan, but that's okay. They seem to be moving away from the booty twerking in the club type music, and I can appreciate that. I think most people should be moving away from that type of music, and there should be more music that actually means something. Black Swan is a great song to do that with, and as I said before, BTS has been in the industry for 7 years. Even if they weren't as big as they are now, they still would have had to have adapted and changed, just because their fan base would have changed a little bit by now. They don't want armies to get bored, obviously, and now no one can say that BTS only has one certain type of music. Like if you're into a certain type of music, now you know that BTS will probably have it. But not everyone agrees that music has to be meaningful and whatever all the time. I personally do think it has to be. That is, to me, the point of music. So I understand the concept of people hating BTS because they are changing, but BTS has to change, and your taste in music will change eventually as well. Their new album is expected to be revolutionary. In fact, RM actually did say it was a very hard album. In fact, it was going to go harder than hard. So maybe what you're thinking of with the Black Swan song being out is not exactly going to be reflective of the next song or the actual title track that'll be out. We will see. I think that this is a wonderful thing that humans can adapt and change. It seems like a lot of armies also agree that BTS has changed, but their musicality has changed, their personality has not changed, and their musicality has changed for the better. I think going for a more contemporary, meaningful route of music is the best thing that they can do currently because there isn't too much out there like that right now that is in pop mainstream media. They're creating music that will have impact for the next few years and will have meaning for a very, very long time. I'm so glad BTS is trying to do something classic. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole thing. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for being guys. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go ahead and check it out. I do reaction videos over there, so you can have live performances, music video reactions, or if you're into ship videos, I react to ship videos as well. A lot of BTS ships over there as well. So please make sure you check it out. I'll leave a link in the top of the description down below. And there'll be 2 videos recommended to you at the end of this video, so I hope to catch you over there. See you then.